Alright, one final level, but first we have to figure out how to stop this poor minecart.
You mean we have to slow his pace down too? Isn't this game enough?
I mean, look, that man has been going around in a circle for God only knows how long. Surely we owe him even the slightest moment of rest. Unfortunately, to get there, we're going to have to solve some puzzles.
Boy, this seems like a lot of stuff to do for the final level puzzle. Oh. We gotta take this box all the way down and put it in his way.
All the way down, yes. I really thought this was the suspicious ring of light that they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it's not. Anyway, this jump. I hate this jump. So, as you can see, that we need to hit that lever with this rock. It is obviously too high for us to jump to.
It's just a matter of getting the rock with good timing.
Like, am I missing something here? Like, because this obviously isn't working.
I figured it was just... You take a rock and throw it at the peak of your jump. But yeah, that...
No, that is what it is.
Yeah. It's just tough to angle.
Like, I don't like that at all. That's the kind of bad jank you don't want to see.
Mm-hmm. It's a little finicky. I'm not sure the rocks needed an arc. Well, there's 3 switches in this room?
There are, in fact, 3 switches in this room. You know, I used to really like this part of the game. And the further into it I get, the less and less enthused I am with the overworld platforming.
It feels like the jump needs to be just a little higher.
Like, it's okay. It just feels kind of extraneous.
Yeah, I get what you mean. This is a lot to just get into the... Like, I thought it was kind of interesting to you know, have to run around on the overworld and solve stuff, but like, it feels like it's just kind of getting real tacked on at this point.
That's probably not helped by the fact that this is like, I mean, just in the past like couple videos, this is like the third puzzle tower that we've done.
Well, we'll see what the final level has for us.
It turns out that one way to make a new level is to take your auto-scroller and just make it not auto-scroll.
So towards the end of the last video, we were talking about this game and pace, and how it seems to be a slower paced platformer because of all the bonuses and things they want you to kind of go be trying to grab and look for. And well, there was another point made about it being, well, just like, it is a slower game with, like, the levels are kind of longer. But from what I remember of Tropical Freeze, it had long levels, but they were generally still, the pace still kept up. And this level looks a bit better for it. Like that last level was really pretty slow. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about... I think the pacing is just a little funky in this game. Between the overworld kind of having a lot of long, slow, puzzly things to open up, levels proper, and then the levels themselves having a lot of stuff.
I would be really interested to play, like, an alternate universe level, like an alternate universe version of this game that just had no overworld at all. Just, you went 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, right down the line. Like, don't change anything about it, and you can even keep the altered levels as, like, bonus versions. But just straight from level 1 to level 20, right in a row.
And just see how the pace gets kept.
Well, just broadly, I think that cutting out the overworld would make the flow in general a lot better. Even if, like, you didn't change anything about the levels and their pacing themselves.
I mean, it would require you to play the game again, essentially, but what you could do is, with all of the levels unlocked, you could just kind of do that. Just like go 1 to 20, just play them straight through, see how it feels. See how much it changes everything.
Yeah, it's sort of like Sonic Colors had a mode that was sort of like that. It was like the Eggman roller coaster or whatever, and that's exactly what it did. It just shot you through every single level, one right after the other, as you finish them.
Well, that's kind of how I used to do a bit with Generations. I used to, like, after beating the game, I would like to just play the levels. So I'd just play the levels, and I didn't have to stop and do any of the little bonus levels to unlock the bosses or anything like that. So, like, yeah, there is something to be said for just playing through once you've got, like, the levels properly available. Boy, that's sneaky.
I like this secret. This is They do that a lot, but that's a cute, simple one.
Yeah. It is kind of bold of them to make the final level not have any real gimmicks. Other than these climbing nets.
Which, I mean, I think they were in the auto-scroll. I mean, they weren't quite as prevalent, but they were in the auto-scroller version. They were just in the not auto-scrolly bits.
I made a mistake.
I was trying to get up on top of that thing, but you can't actually get there.
Yeah, like, without the auto-scroll, it's just kinda... Whoa. Well, maybe there's something to it.
Well, there is still some auto-scroll, it turns out.
I like the music change.
Oh yeah, no, the music in this level is absolutely incredible.
This is different. This is an elevator. Which is fine. But I like that they changed the music partway through, because this game hasn't really done that.
It has the dynamic soundtrack in as much as with like going into water, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd consider that exactly the same.
Anyway, I love this section. Like, this section is really, really good. And it needed... The game, in general, needed a lot more of stuff like this.
Except for the part where Laylee's unrecoverable. This is some real high-low mid K-Rool cannonball dodging stuff. Oh man, and we're not even done. That was only a middle section.
Oh yeah, no, we've still got more level to go.
Alright, that's fair. When this game's levels are good, they're generally really good. When they're a little less good, it's still alright, but yeah, there's a little bit to them that's just... I would put this on pretty good now, because the second half is picking up. It's just surprising that this final level didn't really have this big, like, core idea to it, other than, yeah, the auto-scroll isn't on. But I guess if you just say, you know, final level, hard platforming challenge, that's fair. I mean, you don't need them all to be weird. They can't all be Poison Pipeline. Or Rocket Barrel Ride.
I feel like we're probably better off by living in a world in which the final level of every single platformer is not Rocket Barrel Ride, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all 40 regular levels. Plus a few secret exits here and there.
Oh, right, the secret exits get you extra bees.
So this gives us a grand total of 43 bees. Not all of them, but certainly the vast majority of them. And you would not believe how little it's going to help.
Where are you missing a few? Just extra secret exits, or...?
Yeah, this is all secret exits that I'm missing at this point.
Oh, alright.
Or possibly they could also be hidden on the overworld. There's a few of them like that too.
Oh, yeah. Well...
But of course, that means there's only one place left to go. So, we'll see you next time for the finale. We're going to the impossible lair.
Is it time to overthrow capitalism?